Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985 and today we're going to take a look at Transformers Animated Voyager class Shockwave. Now Shockwave does have 4 separate modes, 2 vehicle, 2 robot modes. You can see here the Decepticon tank mode is one of the vehicle modes, and then there's also going to be the Autobot crane mode, and then I'll show you the Autobot long arm robot mode, and finally of course the Decepticon Shockwave robot mode. So starting off with the tank mode here, you can see it does resemble a tank overall, and it basically has a very simple transformation into robot modes. If we take a look here on the underside, you can see what's going to happen: head, torso, arms, and legs. We've seen this before in terms of the Shockwave figure and the way it transforms. So a fairly big tank mode though, measuring from the length. It measures from here to here, 7 inches long, the width about 4 inches wide, and a comparison with a deluxe class figure, in this case Warpath, and you can see the size comparison there. My particular Shockwave does not roll very well. There are actually 4 wheels, but as I run my finger across the wheels, they don't really move freely. These ones do here, but the ones up front don't. So it is what it is, not a big deal to me. You have the barrel of the tank here, goes up and down. The actual turret here does actually rotate all the way around, and I think the overall design reminds me of the tank mode, or not tank mode, but the tanks we see in the Tron movie, so that's kind of cool. Nothing really else to say about this. Let's go ahead and take a look at Autobot crane mode. Basically, to do that, rotate these up like this. Same thing over here. So you have a little platform here. Take the barrel here, bring this down, and you can see the crane pops out like that, and there you have Autobot crane mode. That's all I have to say about that. So let's move on to the robot mode, Autobot long arm. So first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and remove this just for the sake of transforming this easier. And you can see there's 2 sections here where the arms peg into or tap into. So take those out and unpeg them. I'm going to take these pieces here, they fold into the torso area like so. And then go ahead and work on the legs. You can see there's a tab and a slot there. Pull these apart, straighten out the legs, get them down like that, straighten them out. You can see this panel here, fold that in like that. Feet here, you can see there's a heel and a toe, heel and a toe. And for the Autobot long arm mode, you want to have this toe, well, this facing forward. It'll be reversed for the Decepticon Shockwave mode. Now here's the problem I have with this figure. It really is loose in the legs, and this is basically a figure that I took straight from packaging. I've had it laying around in my toy bin for a while, but it shouldn't be this loose. I mean, I don't think I'm really missing anything as far as getting things locked in place, but let me do the best I can here. There we are. And let's see, bring down the arms, and you want to take the arms out like this. Like that. And finally, at the head section, you want to take this piece here, and this kind of goes down. There's a little hinge there, so you want to just kind of get that back down as far as possible. And then the actual head, you want to just kind of pull out of the area here. I can show you, it should pop out like that. There we go. And then you're supposed to put the actual crane section back on there. Alright. Articulation of the shoulders, elbows. The wrists are ball joints. There's no waist articulation. Legs, as you can see, out to the side. Bend at the knee. And that is all you have for articulation. Now, let me go ahead and take this off. You can actually, if you wanted to, peg this into the sidearm, the actual forearm of the figure, but it makes more sense to do that actually when we take a look at Decepticon Shockwave here. So as you know from the animated series, the Shockwave actually has a infiltration or spy mode, which is LONGARM, who is ostensibly a Autobot, but we of course know he is actually a Decepticon in disguise. So let's start off with the head transformation first. Bring up the antenna here, and you want to bring up the black faceplate. Let's see if I can do that. Of course, it's, let's see here. There we go. So there is Shockwave's face, and we want to change his faction from Autobot to Decepticon. We want to take the bits here, these rotate out, and you can see they display like that. And you want to take the arms, extend them out. You want to make sure you have the shoulders up. So again, move these back to the position like that. Like that. Then you want to take the torso area, and these purple sections here will actually rotate down. There's like a little slider joint like that. And then you want to take, let's see, these bits here, they rotate up and become the thigh armor here, if you will. And you also want to rotate the legs around below the knee. So you have the purple facing forward with the new toes, if you will. So there he is. I think I got everything correct here. Oh well, if I don't, because this is like the third time I've actually shot this review. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so for the arms, you actually do need to do a bit of transformation for those. What you want to do is bring them around like this, rotate this around, bring this forward. Well, actually bring this section forward here, the white part, and it kind of forms a claw. Now, unfortunately, as you may have noticed, I'm missing a piece here, so you just have to keep that in mind. So it's kind of a neat way that this comes out. You can see actually the fact that it's missing actually helps, because it shows you how this works. It comes out like that, and then you have the Shockwave claws there. Okay, so for the weapon, you can actually peg this into Shockwave there, his forearm. And basically what you want to do is you want to transform this from the crane to the tank gun barrel. So you want to take this, get this back there like that, and there you go. And this actually will plug in right here, and then you have your weapon for Decepticon Shockwave here. Okay, so size comparison time. Of course, on our left here is Dark of the Moon Voyager Shockwave, and of course on the right here is Beast Hunters Voyager class Shockwave. Okay, so what do I think about this figure? Well, at least with my figure, or with the way that I transformed it, I'm not sure which, but basically the legs are floppy as hell, and that's one big frustration I have with this particular figure. And again, it may be just mine, maybe the way I transformed it, but nonetheless it's frustrating. The legs are the real weak point here for me. You can see here these panels tend to come loose, and that makes the leg flop about like that, so that's no good. Sometimes these panels tend to come out. Joints are loose in the legs, so that's very annoying. Alright, well thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers Animated Voyager Class Shockwave.